Gerbeegly!
Hey there, it's Gerbeegly with another episode of Gaming with Gerbeegly, and I'm once again playing another random one-shot from over here on lag.com. This is a game called Cram, and this is a puzzle-style game where we have to take 3D shapes and fit them into a 3D box so that every space is taken up. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys exactly how simplistic the gameplay is of this game, while also being very challenging. So in this, we just pick it up. It's very cool that it just goes whoop, and then it will give a little dink when we're able to actually fully fit into the box. So here you'll see only half the shape is above the box. It doesn't give us the go-ahead. Now it does. It makes it all highlighted. We just drop it in there. That's very helpful for people like me. All right, and then you'll see here, we have a little block here, but it doesn't really quite fit correctly in here. However, we have this pad over here that lets us rotate it. So you'll see here we can rotate it a number of different directions, different angles. We can stand it up or we can lay it down and then just drop it right in there. And I like that this game doesn't have a timer, at least it doesn't yet. I haven't encountered one yet at least. And that means that it's gonna be like fairly low stress. I'm hoping it's very low stress. Now you can see here, you can rotate the camera angle as well if you need a better look at how to put the pieces in. It's sort of like isometric, so you can't get like fully lined up in some of the directions. Like I can't be like straight over the top with it, but that's okay because it does at least give you a better understanding of how you should be rotating pieces so that they fit in here. Now there is a little bit of like planning that you need to do here where, you know, I was able to mentally see that these two L-shaped pieces were going to fit into this and it had to go there. And then we were going to have to drop this square piece vertically like that. So really cool though. I like this a lot. It's like, again, very like not high anxiety. It's not high stress. And the reason for that is we have a lack of a timer, which I always like in a puzzle game because then it's like a true puzzle game to me. And then just based on the gameplay, honestly, it doesn't have like a lot of like big issues as far as like stress or anything like that. It's a thinking person's game where there's multiple solutions to some of the puzzles because of the freedom that you're given to rotate the pieces and the different shapes. Now, I have a feeling like as we go on, it's going to get a little bit harder. Like this one is already a little bit complicated looking, but I think I've already figured out how to win. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to rotate this guy. Oops, that's not the way I wanted to rotate it. There we go. I think that's going to fit right in there. And then we have sort of this U-shaped left, which means that we'll have to rotate this piece to stand up like this, drop in there nice and clean, and then this piece, we can sort of rotate it around till it's the right orientation, and then boom! That's simple. I like this game a lot. I think part of it taps into like me when I was a kid. I always used to love those like block games where you'd have to find like, you know, the right shaped hole for the right shaped blocks, or they'd be like buckets like this where you like dump them out and they'd be in the shape of like a rectangle or a square, and then you'd have to put all the pieces back in correctly so that they would all fit in nice and neat. It was a game that I think was meant to trick kids into like learning how to pick up after themselves, but regardless, I had fun playing it. So I think that there's a little bit of that being tapped into right now of just, I'm having a good time imagining which way everything should go. And then there we go. We have lined up everything perfectly again. Level 6, very quickly done here. All right, and you'll see here the containers are getting more and more complicated. Now, obviously, I can't fit this long L piece into this part, so we're gonna have to look for other places for it to go. I have a feeling that this guy is exactly shaped perfectly for that. Yep, there we go. That is that shape's hole. It was made for it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and drop that there, and I believe we just rotate this one 90 degrees, and then, yeah, there we go. Nice and easy. Okay, so sometimes I'm second-guessing myself a little bit. You guys will hear in my voice, I'm like, I think this goes this way, but I'm not 100% sure every single time, just due to the fact that, again, some of the blocks, some of the orientations of the blocks are getting a little bit more complicated as the game goes on. Now, I can envision ahead of time where everything needs to go. It looks like everything is pretty much rotated where it needed to be, so that one wasn't quite as hard as it looked at first, which is really, really nice because, again, I want smooth sound. When I play a puzzle game, I want a little bit of challenge so I can pat myself on the back and go, yeah, you're not super dumb. But at the same time, I want it to be relaxing enough that it doesn't stress me out in any kind of way. Now this one, I think that it should be okay if we do this. And again, I think that there's multiple answers for each of these puzzles, which is really nice because it does take away a little bit of the stress. It's not just, oh, I made one mistake and it ruined everything, even though I made it like 5 moves in or whatever. It's very nice because it does give you a little bit of wiggle room. Gives you a little bit of experimentation freedom. This one, I'm seeing the answer here. I am seeing the answer, I believe, in my brain. Yep, I am. Okay, so drop that there. This rotates that way, and boom. Just like that. And again, I don't know, maybe there was a different way to solve that. Maybe there was a different configuration of blocks that went into that one. I have no way of telling because I've moved past the level. But that said, it's such an interesting game because there are so many weird mechanics, weird shapes that have to be lined up exactly the right way or it doesn't really quite work in the puzzle. And this is one of those ones where maybe I'm going to have to approach this a different way because I'm not 100% sure yet on this. Okay, maybe, okay, using some of my Tetris knowledge. Okay, let's rotate this. This is all out in the way. Okay, stop getting in each other's way, puzzle pieces. You all get your turn in time, I promise. How am I rotating this? I'm losing my mind a little bit. Okay. Nope. We want it like that. Now, yeah, like that. Okay, I think there's probably a less roundabout way to do that. No, okay, we have to restart first. Reset. Ooh, that was a nice, clean, quick reset, honestly. Didn't waste a lot of my time. No muss, no fuss type of thing, right? Okay, so this one, rotate all the way around. Maybe stick it in there, right? And then we can maybe fit this one. Nope, that didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. Okay, reset again. Now, it looks like there's also... Oh, it's not resetting. There we go. Okay. It looks like we might have hints up here in the upper right. I don't want to use one of those. I feel like in this game, there's so much experimentation on how you can rotate pieces that I don't want to go that angle yet. I don't want to have to use that yet. This doesn't fit in there like that? Huh. That's so interesting. I thought it was 3 blocks across. I thought that should be able to just zoink in there, but then I guess that's not going to allow us to put anything up in that part either. So maybe do this. Is this going to be okay? No, that blocks off that part. Okay, darn it. That's okay. Oh, and you don't even have to hit reset. That's nice to know now. You don't even have to hit reset because what happens is the game lets you just click the blocks out that you have accidentally put into spots where they don't belong. I like that a lot. That's really cool. That's super handy, actually. Okay, so this one, maybe what needs to happen is this guy needs to be up front this way. Can that go in there? That can go in there. Ooh, okay. Wait, no, I wanted to keep that one in. I didn't want to click that one. I wanted to click this piece. Oh, can it only come out in a certain order? I guess so. Okay. This is the first level. Interestingly enough, this is the first level that's kind of stumped me. It's made it a little bit harder. And I like that, though. Again, I like a good challenge as long as it's not too wacky. And then this one, that's so interesting. It won't let me put that down. Oh, I think it always needs... You can't put a block in where it doesn't have some ground to sort of sit on. So, okay, that makes sense now. So I couldn't put that one in because this part needed to be above something, and this was the block that did that. Okay, so maybe this is wrong. Maybe this middle piece, maybe this full-on vertical piece needs to be in there first. Oh, geez. Okay, so... This is the last attempt. Otherwise, I think I might have to throw in the towel on this one because this one's a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Level 11 is where it actually ramps up the difficulty. All right, that is wrong, very clearly. Okay, that is wrong. But something needs to go in there, so does it have to be that? No, it doesn't, because then this has nowhere to go. Okay, darn it. Ah, geez. Okay. So maybe this one, rotate it like that. Drop right in the middle. Is that okay now? Is that going to work? And then is this one possibly going to fit like that in there? Ooh, yeah, I think that we might be onto something here, folks. I think we might have just found the solution. There it is. See, all it takes, and again, the game doesn't penalize you if you can't find the solution right away. It doesn't penalize you if you take 50 moves to figure it out, but there is your answer for level 11. A lot more difficult than I thought. I'll give you a preview level 12. I don't know, again, if these are randomized or if there's like X number of levels here. Might have shown at the beginning and I just wasn't paying attention. But this is your preview of level 12. Couldn't quite get to the lucky number 13 for me, but we gave it a good, honest try. A lot of fun with this game. A lot of different things that you can experiment around with, take your time on, and figure out yourself without having to feel too stressed out. I really like this one a lot. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me rotate a bunch of blocks around, though. If you did, please, please, please check this game out over here on lag.com. And as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.